Hey guys, it is now time for my in-depth, more detailed prediction on the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania 28. You've got Daniel Bryan facing off against Sheamus. And this match, it should be a good match. I mean, you've got Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. These two guys have faced off in the past. Fun fact, Sheamus and Daniel Bryan were supposed to be facing off at WrestleMania 27 on pay-per-view. But I think they put it as a dark match instead for the United States Championship, and they made it a lumberjack match, and I think that ended in a no contest. And I think Sheamus was, I'm not sure if Sheamus was the US champion at that time or if Daniel Bryan was the US champion. I think Sheamus was just champion and Daniel Bryan was trying to regain the championship, because Daniel Bryan was the champion, the US champion, but Sheamus beat him on an episode of Raw. But yeah, so they had a dark match last year. Lumberjack match ended in a no contest from what I've heard. And then the Raw the next night, they had a rematch, an actual match, no lumberjack, just one-on-one for the United States Championship. And that was actually a pretty damn good match. The ending was pretty cool too. I mean, you had Daniel Bryan jumping off the top rope, and Sheamus caught him with the bro kick and won the match. Yeah, that was a cool spot there. So they can put on some good matches, no doubt. And I expect this one to be good as well. Except this time it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. What's cool is last year, these guys weren't even on TV. They weren't on the actual show. I mean, apart from the dark match, we didn't see them if you were watching on pay-per-view. I mean, you saw them if you were live over there at the arena, but if you weren't, well, you didn't see it. Unless you bought the DVD, maybe it was on the DVD. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool that this year, though, they're kind of main eventing. Well, they're for the fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, what happened to the Rumble winner getting the main event match at WrestleMania? You know, a couple years back, whoever won the Royal Rumble would get to face the champion, whichever champion he chooses, in the main event. That means the last match. Now, obviously this year, you've got The Rock versus John Cena, so it makes sense to end the pay-per-view with that match, since it is the biggest match on the card. It's a match everybody's looking forward to. It's the most hyped up match. The Rock is returning. It's been 7 years, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, look at these past couple of years. Every Rumble winner, has had their match either in the middle of the card or just recently. Last year, Del Rio versus Edge was actually the first match on the card. It was the opening match, so I was surprised at that. And then when Undertaker won the Rumble as well, Taker, I mean, he didn't open the match, he didn't open the pay-per-view, but they were in the middle of that card. And it all started when Rey Mysterio won the championship. So I'm not sure if it's because they didn't think Rey Mysterio could be a main eventer, could main event the pay-per-view, could close out the show. Instead, they picked the John Cena Shawn Michaels match back then. But yeah, since Rey won, it's changed. The Rumble winner hasn't closed out the show, unless maybe, I think maybe when John Cena won the Rumble match, he might have main evented then. I'm not sure about that. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. But yeah, speaking of the Royal Rumble as well, it seems like since the Undertaker's won the Rumble, nobody who's won the Rumble after that has actually won the championship at WrestleMania. They've always lost. So it's been, well, Taker won in 07 if I'm not mistaken. Wait, did he win in 07? Pretty sure he did. So Taker won in 07, so 08, 09, 2010, 2011. 4 years now, nobody's won the championship at WrestleMania after winning the Rumble. So can Sheamus change that? I don't know. Maybe. Well, actually, I'm thinking yes. I don't see Daniel Bryan retaining this one. Sheamus, the guy's been on the roll lately. The guy hasn't... Actually, when he got pinned on Raw in a tag team match with Daniel Bryan and Kane versus Sheamus and Randy Orton, that was the first time Sheamus got pinned in a long, long time. The last time Sheamus got pinned was when, man? It was like before August or something like that. It was before his feud with Mark Henry, I think. I mean, he's lost some matches, but not by pinfall and not by submission. He's lost a tables match against Wade Barrett, but that, that's not a pinfall victory. But so yeah, Daniel Bryan actually has a pinfall victory. He's beaten Sheamus. He's the only guy that's beaten Sheamus via pinfall in the last like 6 months or something like that. It's been a long time. But yeah, Sheamus is on a roll. But you know, I've kind of lost interest in Sheamus. I'm being honest here. Like when Sheamus won the Rumble, you know, I was cool with that. I was, you know, disappointed that Chris Jericho won the Rumble, but I was cool with Sheamus winning the, you know, the Rumble match. But as the weeks go by and all that stuff, I don't know. Sheamus to me is getting more boring as the weeks go by. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's the same stuff over and over again. Sheamus comes out for a random match against, you know, mid-card heel, wins the match, you know, pounds his chest, yells. That's basically it. And you know, the promos for this feud, the build-up for this feud has just been weak. You know, compare this build-up, compare this feud to CM Punk and Chris Jericho. Compare this feud to Triple H and The Undertaker, or you know, The Rock versus John Cena. It's not on that level, you know. And it's like they haven't even given this feud that much, you know, exposure, I guess. It's actually, on episodes of SmackDown, it seems like they've been focusing more on Randy Orton versus Kane than Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. So yeah, I guess that's why I'm not really interested in this feud. You know, I'm hoping Daniel Bryan retains, but honestly, I can't see him retaining. Seems like, you know, they're big on Sheamus. They want Sheamus to win this match, and you know, I don't see, you know, both CM Punk and Daniel Bryan retaining their championships on the show. I think at least one title has to change, and you know, I'm predicting that CM Punk retains. So if CM Punk retains, then you know, Daniel Bryan has to lose that championship. But who knows? I might be wrong. You know, maybe come WrestleMania time, Daniel Bryan retains and CM Punk loses the title to Chris Jericho. We'll see. But I seriously doubt Daniel Bryan's gonna retain this time. I actually think that in some fashion, AJ is gonna be the one to cost Daniel Bryan the match. Not on purpose, but like on accident. Maybe AJ is gonna be like on the apron, and then Sheamus pushes Daniel Bryan towards her, and then Daniel Bryan stops, you know, just before he hits her, and then turns around, and Sheamus hits the bro kick and wins the match. Something like that. I don't know. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I can't believe I forgot to say this in the Chris Jericho versus CM Punk match. But I'm predicting for that match, there's gonna be a spot where CM Punk is gonna put Chris Jericho on his shoulders for her to go to sleep, and just as he's about to, you know, throw Chris Jericho over so he can hit him in the face with his knee, Chris Jericho is gonna like counter that into the codebreaker. I don't know. I just have a feeling that spot's gonna happen. We'll see if I get it right. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button. I'm gonna make a goal of 30 likes for this video, so please, guys, if you enjoyed this video, want to show your support, click that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, see ya.